Hello and welcome to another Skaredcast battle report. Today the forces of the Space Marines will face off against the Drukhari in this battle to the death. Let's begin.
The Dark King.
Hello and welcome to another Skaredcast battle report. Today we've got the forces of the Space Marines against the Drukhari. We're going to be playing a more friendly, fun game, so sit back and enjoy the fun times. Here we have the Drukhari Army I will be playing today. It's funny how you can fit so much stuff in 1500 points, but I did, and I wanted to showcase a little bit of everything. So I have a couple of different units you might not see normally. It's more for a relaxed, more like just friendly style game. So I get to bring stuff that I don't get to use very often. Now I decided to bring Lilith and her witches because I have been having a lot of fun playing with her, and I painted her up nicely, so I want to show her off. 10 witches to go with her as well. Then we have Archon Skari, who is the warlord, and 5 of his trusty incubi. I do have 10 Kabalite warriors. I'm using the Hand of the Archon kill team set because I painted them up nice, and I really like how they look, so I'm using them as my Kabalites. And I have 5 little racks that are going to sacrifice themselves to give me a pain token. I did bring 6 Reaver jet bikes with 2 heat lances and 2 cluster caltrops, 2 Venoms and a Raider for my dedicated transports. Then I did have a unit of 5 Scourge with 4 Dark Lances, a unit of 3 Grotesques with liquefier guns, a Kronos. I did bring 5 of these awesome Hellions. They're another one of my units that I painted really nicely, so I want to show them off as well. 5 Mandrakes, and then a Beast Pack and Beasts, because why not? A unit of 2 Talos to round out the list with twin liquefier guns, twin Haywire cannons. There you have it, 1500 points on the nose, 0 enhancements. Let's see what the Space Marines have brought.
Dum 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 doo. Space Sharks, Carcharodons, as I like to call them. We have 1500 points of a Vanguard Spearhead Detachment. This has been a passion project of mine since the early inceptions of 9th edition. Yep, all the models are basically fully converted. Aquilas have all been shaved off, and go sun. Anyways, Vanguard vets with storm shields and oh my god, I don't know what those guys are called. Infiltrators. Intercessors with a custom Cotiers, couple of Brutalis Dreads with melta guns and talons, Eliminators with las fusils, more Infiltrators, a big old blob of 10 Lightning Claw Terminators, and a Space Marine Captain that has the Blade-driven Deep enhancement. I don't know, it lets them infiltrate. I've played 3 games of 10th edition, so let's go.
And here we are after deployment. Both armies arrayed for battle. So we've got 2 units of infiltrators. We have a unit of eliminators. We have the Vanguard veterans. We got the intercessors with Cotias. We got both Brutalis dreadnoughts on a flank with the Terminators, and nothing in strategic reserve since it is Vanguard, so they can put models back into reserves. I've put my Beast Pack on over here, put my Grotesques, my Hellions over here, a unit of racks up here, the Kabalite Warriors ready to basically sticky this objective and move off it. I wanted to put Archon Skari in a sort of like central position to go either or, which will help with that. I've got my Scourge back here that can jump out and kind of see some Brutalis Dreadnoughts. I got my Kronos in a centralized area to where I'm going to put all my guns. I've got the 2 Talos on this flank. I want to try get in and do some damage on those Brutalis over there. And Lilith Hesperax waited for the Terminators to get placed, and then she's in a position where she can threaten them. Of course, because Vanguard have a reactionary move in the charge phase, I have to be very careful about making longer charges. And I did put a unit of Mandrakes over here, all the way down, to stop any infiltrators from coming down here. So I was the defender, and Matt is the attacker. Let's take a look at the missions. And here we have the mission. It's Crucible Battle, as you can see from the deployment. It's a basic take and hold mission. So hold 1 objective, hold 2 objectives, hold 3 objectives for points. Then we had a Maelstrom of Battle drawn, so we got supply lines to get additional CP for holding our home objective on a 4+. And Secret Intel, as if you're playing tactical cards, you can draw a third card if you so wish. Of course, a huge shout out to the Mini Wargaming Forge for this cool little thing. So you can always check them out and order one with like Skari dice and everything, which is really cool, and get yourself a little logoed up thing. I'm going for tactical objective cards because I'm playing Dark Eldar. And then Matt decided to go fixed. He doesn't really like the cards. He just loves just knowing what he's going to do. So he went for Deploying Homers and Cleanse, which are 2 action-based secondaries. And there you have it, folks. The army is ready to go. I did put a unit of Reaver jet bikes in Strategic Reserve and 5 Cabalite Warriors with just rifles in Strategic Reserve after splitting them with the Venom. But there you have it. Hope you enjoyed the game, and let's dive into it. And there you have it, Matt. You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, let's do this. Who goes first? I rolled a 1.
Me too.
Oh, you did too. You did say, I wonder if I'm going to roll another 1. You did, but I beat you out on that.
And there's my shark.
There you go. Good old shark. Do. Okay.
Oh. Remember, that's how COVID started.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. So, okay. So there you have it. Let's do some Carcharodon's turn numero uno. You know what missions they have. They get a CP, so they go up to 1. I get a CP. On a 4+, you get an additional CP because you have your home objective, and that's just a thing. Nope, you do not. And we have points for First Blood, Linebreaker Warlord. That's the little thing we do for fun, friendly games where you get 2 points for killing something in the first battle round. You get 4 points for killing the enemy Warlord, and you get 3 points for having a unit wholly in your opponent's deployment zone at the end of the game. So the old school First Blood, Linebreaker Warlord it's 9 points.
Okay.
Yeah.
Understood.
It's up to 9. You don't get 10. It's just 9 points.
All
yeah.
right.
Because we're already battle ready, so
it
just makes it a little bit more interesting. I'm going to do my scout moves with my beast pack. I'm just going to hide them behind that wall. Then we'll go from there. So with that, on to the turn. Let's do this.
Dum, dum, dum.
You're going to do that every time, aren't you? I'm going to get sued by the Jaws people.
Demonetized.
Actually, I'm more likely to get demonetized from the little baby shark reference that I did.
Gotcha.
Like even that 0.2 seconds of exactly.
The
algorithm's gonna pick that up so fast. What did you end up doing?
So I move forward in typical Matt fashion. We got a unit that's going to cleanse these 2 objectives. These Vanguard vets are going to deploy teleport homers. Under some advisory, I've moved forward my intercessors to basically just start to take more objectives. Stickied. Infiltrators are coming over here to hopefully zone some guys out.
Yep.
And Terminators and Brutalis move forward. So
You decided to keep them right where they are.
I did, yes.
Yeah.
Even though they don't have any line of fire this particular turn, because it's only a 36-inch range.
Yep.
We'll set it up for another turn.
Yeah, these block line of sight. There's like
Gotcha.
a big ruin here. That's a big ruin there. This is a whole ruin as well. That's a ruin, and then this little.
They'd
complex
be able
is a
to
ruin
shoot
as
at the
well.
mandrakes, but
You don't want to make your
I don't-
charges harder.
Exactly. Yeah.
Of course, those mandrakes are looking mighty terrified right now.
They don't understand fear.
So with that, onto the shooting / charge phase.
Yes.
Onto the charge phase.
onto
Well,
the-
you do have like the
They're
stubbers. They
eight-
can shoot at
yeah,
them or whatever,
which they will do.
and then we'll come back. Well, the Brutalis Dreadnought and a bunch of Terminators just murdered my mandrakes, and then the 2 big stubber guns. Actually, I passed my saves in my racks. Yeah, go racks, go! Yeah, good job. Let's go to the scoreboard. Well, you did kill something in the first battle rounds by killing the mandrakes.
I did.
Good job. You also got 3 points for your deployed teleport homer, and you cleansed for a full 4 points. So that is a grand total of the 7 secondary points. Nice.
Yay, me.
Okay, so with that, I will move on to my turn. I don't have Mandrake, so I can't uppy downy anything.
Oh,
Sad. I will get a command point. Your fake sadness does nothing for me. And then I do own my home objective. Yeah, supply lines, baby. Yeah. So I go up to 3. And so my plan this turn is going to be to murder, 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 murder.
So what you're trying to say is
murder. Who's da-da-ding now? Da-da, da-da. I'm the shark in the water, and you're the prey.
You're the killer whale.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yes, I am.
Coming from my livers.
Or you're just a boat, and I don't like you very much. Yeah. Okay. So my cards were cleanse and no prisoner. So kill stuff and do buttons, which is fine. So I decided to advance this beast pack up to make sure that I can potentially cleanse that. The Hellions moved up onto the middle objective to make sure I could potentially cleanse that if I need to. I'm going to wait and see what my shooting does before I decide what I'm doing with the Hellions especially. The Grotesques have moved up. The Kabalite Warriors hopped out of their Venom, and they're in range to hop back into their Venom. The Incubi hopped out and moved to threaten that Brutalis Dreadnought, but they can also hop back into their Venom. This unit of Scourge moved around to see the Brutalis Dreadnought. They ran onto that objective to just make sure I hold it well. This stayed 9-inch bubble to give me pain token regeneration. Lilith has decided she wants to come play. Let's just see what happens. Yeah, that'll be fun. And then the Talos can see through the woods into there, or can see that one as well as this Raider too. So we got some shooting. I got some pain tokens. We're going to see what we can do as the Space Marines just very Sharky-like put a bunch of pressure on. Fine, I will see your pressure with pressure, and we'll see which dam breaks first. End of the shooting phase. Okay, fair enough. You know, didn't go as I expected. That's okay. This Brutalis lived with 5 wounds remaining from like Haywire, Dark Lances, Blasters, a whole bunch of stuff shooting it. They took 2 casualties. There are 3 that remain, and then the Terminators took 2 wounds.
And you killed
I killed 2 intercessors. Yep. Yeah, no prisoners for the win. Good job. Awesome. So with that, we're going to do some charges.
You still got to fight.
I cleansed over here.
Yep.
I cleansed over here, which is cool. Lilith is going to run into a bunch of Lightning Claw Terminators, which will be very fun, very entertaining. That'll be fun. It'll be a good time. I am going to go ahead and declare this unit of Grotesques into this unit of Phobos. Dun, dun, dun.
Why you do that to me?
Because I want you to spend your CP to make them run away.
Demi, why you do this to me? No, go ahead.
You're not taking the bait. Look at you go. And I go 8, so those Grotesques are going to jump right on in. The Grotesques charged. The Hellions are cleansing. The Incubi charged. And then I tank shocked. Killed 2 of the Terminators with a tank shock. Woo, nice. And then Witches, the Raider, the Talos are all fighting the Lightning Claw Terminators.
I'm scared.
So you do owe me a battle shock test before we do anything here on the Brutalis, because the Incubi have their Tormentor Helms. Oh, you pass it. So no extra pain token there, sadly. But it also meant it would have battle shocked him, so you could not interrupt with him, etc., etc., which would have been useful. However, how many attacks does the Brutalis have? Like
8 on the sweep, 6 on the strike.
And they're okay. So that's not a problem. TSN update. Okay. The Grotesques actually rolled really well and murdered the 3 infiltrators that remained with 0 pain tokens. You did interrupt.
That's right.
With the Brutalis, killed 3 of the Incubi with the sweep, but the Incubi did kill you back because they had a pain token. But then thanks to the Kronos, I had another pain token, which I gave to Lilith, and Lilith killed 3 Terminators by herself, and then the Witches killed another one.
That's right.
So that was very well done by Lilith. However, the Vanguard Space Marines, not wanting to be outdone, decided to use, for free, with the captain, a battle tactic stratagem called Surgical Strikes, giving the entire unit precision. So Lilith right now has to take 3 hits from a Power Fist.
Yes.
She did do her once per game, like, souped up, I think it's called, I don't know, it's some sort of, like, weird show-off thing.
I like drugs.
Yeah,
or
something like that.
Yeah.
So she has a 3-up invulnerable save.
Okay.
So here are 2 Power Fist attacks.
3.
Well, yeah, it's because they're 2 damage each.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah. And so she passes. Flying colors! Doo-doo-doo! Yeah! And then I have to do 4 at a time because she only has 4 wounds against all of the Lightning Claws. 8 Lightning Claw attacks. That... Oh, no! She only has 1 wound left! Oh, no! One at a time. Lilith, live. Okay, one. There are four. Oh, is that 4 remaining or whatever? It was 9 in total. Okay, no. Okay, she's good. 3 more to go. Yeah, she's almost. She almost lives. Oh, I have 1 left. 1 more to go. Yes, she lives in the wound. I don't know if she can do that again, but the fact that she survived, yeah, good job, Lilith. Yeah, woo. Okay, so let's go to the scoreboard. Onto the scoreboard. I cleansed with 2 units to give me 5 points, and I killed 2 things for no prisoners, which is 4 points. So I go up to 9 points. I did kill something in the first battle round, getting me that wonderful, wonderful kill. Of course, the Incubi go into that venom, and then the Cavalites go into that venom. They're just bouncing in and out of their transports. And with that, we go into battle round numero dos, where I get a command point, you get a command point. Do you get an extra one?
I don't.
You do not this time, but you do hold 1 objective, so you will get 5 points on the primary as we move on to turn number 2. Any comments, Matt?
Dum dum.
End of the moving phase. Sharks. What have you decided to do?
Well, I am attempting to flood the center of the board and the right flank. I'm trying to turn this into a Dawn of War, I don't know, style kind of idea. And I'm just...
They moved back.
They moved back.
They moved forward.
They did.
They moved up into the middle.
Yeah, and they're going to deploy.
Yeah, that's better than 1 cleanse.
Exactly.
You know, at least the Terminator stayed in combat. The Brutalis is going to move up because it can tank shock and has its old cool mortal woundy thing.
Yep.
So you should kill almost the entire squad of witches
We're hoping.
just with the Dreadnought before anybody gets to fight. Lilith and her unit do have fights first, which does mean that after the before the Brutalis gets to swing, the Lilith will fight because she does have fights first. But those mortal wounds can really do work because if you roll a 6 on the Brutalis, it does like
D3 plus 3.
Plus a 6 mortal wounds potential from the tank shock because you do have a CP in the bank. I love Brutalis. Okay. I did use my command point to rapid ingress these bikes over here to support the beast pack, but also to make sure that I have like a unit that can go and try and kill some of these guys.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they can shoot and then scoot, whatever. But
no, they can't.
Oh, they don't have the carbine?
No.
Okay. Other than that, there we go. So let's do some shooting, Matt.
Perfect.
I'm more like you do some shooting, and then we'll come back.
Rootin', tootin', shooting.
Shooting phase. This Brutalis shot with everything into the Raider and did 3 wounds. Sorry, I don't mean to laugh. No, I'm just kidding. Matt's like,
we'll see.
Never again, bro. So sadly, he did not shoot very well. They killed a birdie and a half. They tried to kill Grotesques and did nothing.
Yeah. With
their 3 last cannons. They literally failed to wound, which was very sad. Okay, and then over here, we've got them. They're the Oath of Moment target.
Yep.
And then you've got some charges to do. But I think we want to see this on camera.
Sure.
Okay, so Brutalis Dreadnought charge. Well, there he goes. He can go up to 11 inches, wherever he wants to go. He wants to murder, kill.
So back to the base goes 7.
You should fit in there, no problem. He's just like running around that way.
So oh, wait, can't go off the edge.
Yeah, you're good. There you
Right
go. Okay. So on a...
I roll a d6.
Okay.
So it's going to do
D3 mortals.
For 3.
Oh my gosh. Okay, well that's...
and we're definitely
going to tank shock. Nice.
So we're strength 10, but I'm higher strength, so...
So talons are strength 12. So 14 dice on the tank shock. Gross.
And I'm looking for 5. Correct?
Okay, and that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mortal wounds. Why did we even roll it? I don't even know. But there is 1 witch left. Just 1 witch left with Lilith.
Getting what they deserve.
Oh no! At least she gets to swing 1 time before she dies, and that is that. Well. Good job, Brutalis Dreadnought! Yay! Well, Lilith attacked and did absolutely nothing to Terminators because they passed all of their 4-up invul saves. Well, Lilith, it's been nice knowing you. Are you sweeping with this Brutalis?
We're going to sweep.
No,
yep.
I only have 2 wounds left in this unit. Thanks to the mighty precision of the Terminators.
So we're looking for 3s.
That's right. Okay, well, that's not bad. That's 10.
And then
Woo,
2s
to wound. With twin linked. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay. You ready? All 4-ups? All 4-ups? Let's go, shark dice. No, you got them.
Just.
Yeah,
Just.
Yeah, it's close. Close but no cigar. Okay. So they're dead. Good job. They don't get to fight because they're no longer in combat with anyone, but you can consolidate the Brutalis into the
exactly what I would like to do.
Blep. Okay, there you go. Well, good talk there. And that is the end of Lilith Hesperax. Blaze of Glory! Dead. The Grotesque killed 2 of the veterans in return. I did lose all the Hellions. I took 3 wounds on the Grotesque. You had to multi-charge because the blast cannons did like almost no damage to the Grotesque.
Well, they did no damage.
They did 0 damage. Yeah. So let's go to the scoreboard over here. So you did deploy a tablet home with 3 points.
That's right.
That brings you up to 10 secondary points, but you were unable to cleanse as you're running out of units to do all the little actions and stuff like that. But that's usually, but Lilith died, of course, and that's just how that works. So I will, we go to the next turn. I get a CP. You get a CP. Do I get a CP in addition? Yeah, I do. Excellent. My supply lines are mint. I don't know about yours. Yours have been terrible. And then over here, I'm going to go, I get engage on all fronts, which I will keep. I'm going to go for deploy teleport Homer, which I will also do, no problem. So I'm not going to draw a 3rd card, even though I could draw a 3rd card. I'm going to not burn through my deck. I've done that mistake before where I draw 3 and discard 1. And then by the end of the game, I have 0 cards left. I'm like, no! And so I'm not going to make that mistake again. But with that, let's go. Let's try and murder some more Terminators and another Brutalis Dreadnought that is in my face. Now, I do hold this objective and that objective. So I get a 10 on primary as I hold 2 objectives, 5 points each. There you go. Let's go on to my turn. End of the movement phase. The bikes decided to fly over the Eliminators and eliminated one of them and put a wound on another. They decided to walk on the table to hold that objective. I advance this beast pack again, and it's going to press more buttons, this time in your deployment zone for deploy teleport Homer. I did advance that Venom to try and get it into my last engage, but I was 1 inch short. So after I disembarked them, of course, they've decided to move up. I'm going to go tassel with Kotiaz and friends, might as well. They stayed exactly where they were. They moved up this way. I'm now committed to the table. That's it. I have nothing in reserve. I'm going to send the Talos. I've got my little unit of Cabalites with guns, the little Skari boat, the Kronos, that Venom. This Raider fell back to just go and harass your home objective for later. And we're going to try and take out the other Brutalis Dreadnought. I have to pick one or the other. I think the Brutalis is more dangerous than the Terminators because of the amount of mortal wounds this thing can do. It's wild. And with that, let's do some shooting. But the Space Marines are, they're doing what Space Marines do best.
Dying?
Yep, until the last. Well, this was a shooting phase to remember. I'm just going to say, okay, so. I only had 1 pain token to start the turn. So what I did is I put a pain token on the Talos. And then the Kronos gave it back to me. So then I gave a pain token to this unit of Cabalite Warriors. And then I didn't get another pain token back, which means I did not have a pain token for these Scourge. So, what did I do? I started shooting with the Scourge, hitting on 5s because of the Vanguard, into the Brutalis, and I rolled 4 6s to hit the Brutalis. And then I rolled 4 wounds, and then you failed 3 saves with a 4-up, thanks to the cover, and I killed it. And that's kind of how this shooting phase went for Matt, because that meant that I killed that. Okay, so then all of my shooting here, grenade killed basically 2 Terminators, and then all the shooting killed the other 2 Terminators that were left, and then they and the Venom. Oh, by the way, the Venom put 2 wounds on your captain. You rolled Snake Eyes for saves, which then put 4 damage on your captain, which then allowed me to kill him with a single Haywire devastating wound, which empowered my Talos. That was just, this whole flank just instantly evaporated. Thanks to, I'm going to say it was the Scourge. Thank you, Scourge.
Absolutely.
Yep, 100%. They didn't even need a paint token. They're like,
We're just going to get you a pain token. Other than that, I was able to shoot them to death with the heat lances.
Yep.
And they're doing an action, and I killed one intercessor over there with a blast pistol. So far. But that does give me Warlord kill, because that, unless... Yep, that is a Warlord kill there. Absolutely. But Archon Skari is out in the wind there. Okay, so let's go into the shooting phase. And by shooting, I mean murder phase, combats. Okay, end of the fight phase. Well, the Incubi and Archon did kill Kotias.
Yep.
And then they only killed one Grotesque, because I passed like 4 of my invul saves and then some of my Feel No Pains. And then the Grotesque killed 3 in return, just hammering that unit home. So with that, I believe we're going to call the game. The Space Marines are going to cut their losses and go back to where they came from, which is their Emperor's...
no, they go back to the Mantis Warriors' old home world.
Oh, lore stuff. Oh, that is a sick lore bird.
If you notice.
Oh, you have a Mantis Warrior on there? Hello. Awesome. Well, with that, okay, so at the end, I will get it to deploy. I'll get an engage for the minimum engage. But it was a murder fest.
Absolutely.
Absolute murder fest. Let's go to a post-action report. And that is game. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Well, I guess I sharked you. It's like we were playing pool at a bar.
Yeah.
And I was the shark.
Good thing I didn't put money on this.
That's right. But if I would have failed, then we would have got double or nothing.
Yeah, that's right.
Thanks a lot for watching, everybody. I know it was quick, it was brutal, it was fast. We played a game that was like 1,500 points. It was more of a fun sort of like setup, not just like a competitive one. Like this was your 4th game of 10.
Fourth game of 10. Yep.
You play more AOS.
Absolutely.
Right, than anything. I really like this is a work of love.
It's a thematic army. It's not a competitive. No. Yeah.
So caveat to everybody, that's literally, we wanted to show off Matt's really awesome conversions and paint scheme and just kind of create a story, which was a really cool story. Lilith running into the Terminators and killing half the squad, only to get absolutely nuked by a Brutalis Dreadnought, and then that entire flank getting destroyed by the Talos and a little unit of Cavalite Warriors.
Hey, no, completely linchpinned on
the Scourge. The hitting on 5 Scourge that lost 4 6s to hit. I wish that was on camera. That was chef's kiss. Yeah. Other than that, thanks all for coming down.
Thank you very much.
That was really fun. Huge shout out to all of you for watching, liking, all that good stuff. And if you'd like to come to the studio to play a game, make sure you message me. I film every Monday, sometimes Tuesdays, like today. Yeah. And my computer's back. It was in the shop for a week, so it's back, but they had to wipe my hard drive. So
that's a good thing, because when the AI takes over the world,
it'd be good.
It just won't remember.
Absolutely. I have to get rid of that stuff. Can't have AI looking at all my family pictures. So anyway.
Okay.
Yeah. ChatGPT, edit how I finish this bat rep. Anyway, thanks a lot, Matt, for coming down.
Thank you very much.
The Dark Kid. If you'd like to support the channel, on Patreon is the best way. Link is down in the description below, and all that good stuff as well. You're all amazing, and I hope you enjoyed it. Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.